All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the steel capital of the world, Pittsburgh, PA, at Heinz Field. They love the black and gold here in the Steel City, and a few moments ago, their Steelers emerged from the Heinz Field tunnel. They're set, we're set, as the Steelers are ready to do battle with the Cleveland Browns. Both of these teams about to reach the halfway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Now a play fake here on first down. They'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. A big play there on the first play of the game. 45 yards. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 34. On first down, it's Rudolph. This is Bell on the dump-off. And he'll go down at the 28. 6 yards on the pickup, and it's a 2nd down. And defensively, these corners struggled last week. They're struggling again here early on the opening drive.
And you know that was not unnoticed on tape. So when they saw their struggle last week, guaranteed they went right into the game plan, attack them early, see if they're going to play any better, and if not, you keep the pressure on them until things change.
Rudolph on first down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. In their locker room, they've got a sign that says defense wins championships. And, Charles, they pointed to that this week, said that has to be us, looking good early.
I like how you saw that because of the bold letters, right? You saw the emphasis that they place on that. And what believe in, and for them it's every single snap. So it's not just a matter of getting to the quarterback and knocking the ball free. They're trying to read when that ball's going to come free. As soon as those hands separate to throw the ball, they want to be there and have a chance to knock it out.
For the Browns, good starting field position as they have it 1st and 10. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Higgins. He's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. First down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
2nd down, Mayfield. And he'll 27-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
And again, it's Joe. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Back-to-back 1-yard runs here, so that leaves him with a third down and 8.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Seventh play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. On 3rd down, Mayfield. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
Fielded about a yard deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Steelers' offense now, they head back onto the field. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, and pushed it past the 50-yard line so they felt they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 5 now after the offsides penalty.
Green 39! Green 39! No, check! Patriot!
Here's Rudolph now on 2nd down. Goes underneath for Bell. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Now Rudolph on 1st down. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Back with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's Steeler football to begin quarter number 2. They've got a 2nd and 9 to start things out. Rudolph looking to throw, and his throw's going to be incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Throwing on 3rd down, here's Rudolph. He may try it. Now the ball comes loose. And this is picked up by the Browns. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that when they've tried too hard, even in perfect conditions, the ball gets away from them. They've got to find that good balance, carrying it firmly, yet at the same time under control.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky.
A give. This is Chubb. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
Leopard! 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 Gone! 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 Gone!
On 3rd and 1, here's Mayfield. Quick hitter here, it's complete. He's got a 1st down and much more inside the 20. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that
first.
wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
A 1st down throw for Mayfield. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. The former Buckeye, Cameron Hayward. And it'll make this a 2nd and long. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney! Here we go now! Green, 39!
Mayfield now on 2nd down. They set up the screen to Chubb. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. And now they're looking for 19 yards here on 3rd down following 2 negative plays. They go play action. Mayfield rolling to his right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is. So they'll come away with nothing here. A disappointing result even on a day like this.
And as a kicker in the rain, you've got to slow things down a little bit. Give your holder an extra half-second to make sure everything's secure. And here, he might have rushed this one a little, and it winds up no good.
Back 99 Philly, here we go! Leopard! Leopard!
And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Well, that one was over before it could get rolling. How about the D just knifing into the backfield and shutting that one down?
Here we go now. Green, 39.
They'll go again with Bell. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Emmanuel Ogbah there on the stop.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
From the gun on third down, it's Rudolph. Throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a first down. Play action, it's Rudolph. Over the middle, it's caught by Rodgers. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 23 yards on the play. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back to Heinz Field after this. Now a first down carry by Bell. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
On second down, it's Bell. And a short gain down to about the 33. It's the Pro Bowler Jamie Collins that makes the stop.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
All right, now look at 56.
Shotgun snap for Rudolph. And he's got room. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
They'll try the air now. Here's Rudolph. That's complete right around the 8. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Out of the gun, Rudolph. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Rudolph throwing on second down. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Le'Veon Bell as the first half is winding down. And the Steelers are able to strike for 6. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Boswell on now to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And the Browns getting set to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Leopard! Leopard! Watch it now, Barney! Barney! Gun!
Play fake. Mayfield. Steps away to his left. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. So we reach halftime here in the Steel City with the Steelers on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. A first update now from Cincinnati. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. The third quarter starts with a run by Chubb. Space to maneuver at the 40. He's at the 50. And all the way down to the 41-yard line. 31 yards there and a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him. It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Back-to-back one-yard runs here, so that leaves him with a third down and 8.
After watching that play and result, I go back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator, Brandon, before the game and said, how are you going to move the ball running it against the #1 defense? He gave us no indication, didn't tip his hand at all, so we have to see how this unfolds as this game moves along.
Mayfield from the gun on third down. That's out to Chubb, complete. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 11 more on that one and another first down. First down, Mayfield. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. Tyson Alualu in there to get him for a loss of 5. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on second and goal, back even further. Now a second down throw for Mayfield. Eluding the pressure right, and they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Now Mayfield on third and goal. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing it.
And his first carry, he loses the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And they'll stop him at the 1-yard line, but small consolation there following the turnover. So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on second and goal? They'll give it to Chubb, and he'll barrel his way into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Browns take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and the lead is now 10-7. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You'd better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
After the incompletion, here's second and 10 from the 20.
Patriot!
They'll fake the handoff. Now Rudolph. And Cooks has it over the middle. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
One of the selling points of the in route is it gives the quarterback a really nice sight line to his receiver and almost on a direct shot able to throw the ball into the middle of the field and have a great chance of success as they did on that play.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to launch. It's caught inside the 25. That goes for a gain of 31.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Here comes a first down throw for Rudolph. Being chased out left. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable second and short.
Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Rudolph just does beat the play clock. And he finds McDonald. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. He needed a yard. That's what he got. And it's going to earn him a new set of downs. This quarterback now 12 of 15 throwing the ball, 80% so far, and it's 1st and 10. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point, just a field goal separating these two teams. As we get set for the 4th quarter. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39, green 39. Check, watch before.
They'll run it now out of the guns. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Again, it's Bell. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal.
Green 39, green 39.
Now Bell. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. On 2nd down, here's Rudolph. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal. They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal.
All right, now look at 56.
Now Rudolph with 3rd and goal. Flush to his right. And it's caught. Well, they are able to get 9 yards out of that. But now it's 4th down.
Get him, boy. Get him, boy.
Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Le'Veon Bell with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Steelers have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter. Extra point now by Boswell. And it's no good. Well, that could be a critical miss here in a one-score game in the fourth. Boswell on now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Mayfield. Pressure comes and the Steelers take him down. Ryan Shazier in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. Second down, Mayfield. That's Njoku over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That goes for a gain of 31.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. They find some open field here. And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory. That goes for a gain of 31.
What really hurts defenses on screen passes is that they eat up one of their levels right away. Because, you know, most defense, there's three levels. D-line, linebacker, secondary. But on a screen pass, you're inviting the defensive line to get past them. And you throw the ball over their heads. And now there's just two levels left to try and stop big guys out in front of a guy running with the football.
And that'll set them back 5. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Mayfield now. Oh, he's going to be hit and driven into the turf. Ryan Shazier able to disrupt yet another pass play, his 3rd sack of the afternoon. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. They'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense, I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is it just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
And it's no good. Gonzalez pulled it, and this score will stay right where it is. Well, a pressure kick, a pressure spot. And that one goes begging.
All right, don't let me pile on here, partner. But you have to think back. That's now his 2nd miss of the game. If he makes both of those, they win this ball game.
Rudolph going to look to throw it. Forced out to his left. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Back 99 Philly, here we go. Now let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out.
And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up.
Brandon, sometimes it just comes down to the power of suggestion because I know exactly what they said all week long. We're coming off the open week. We'll have the fresher legs in the fourth quarter, and they will wilt when we get to that point. And right now, it appears that they're thinking that exact thing.
Yeah, offensively, they had the bye last week. Defensively, did not. Is that really a big factor? Is that more talk during the week?
I think the more that you talk about it, the more that you emphasize it, the more sometimes it comes true for your team.
Well, Charles, the forecast...